Welcome back to This Week in Morgan County. I'm your host, Russell Mokhiber. Our guest this week is the mayor of the town of Bath, Scott Merki. And Scott, we were talking during the last segment about the truck traffic, and a lot of these issues are split along us versus them. There are people in town who believe we want industry over tourism. There are people in town who are wedded to tourism over industry. I know this is more of a county issue than a town issue, but you've seen both sides. What are your thoughts on tourism versus industry?
Well, I think we got a little bit of everything in this community. Tourism is one of the biggies. We have a lot of people that come to this community Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday, because it's a destination from DC and the Baltimore area. It's only 2 hours away. It's close to get into, close to get back home. And I see the other issue too, that we need to have some industry going on, because we have a lot of people that graduate from our local high schools that have to go to other areas, move away from this wonderful community, this wonderful county, and they have to start their lives and jobs somewhere else because we don't have good paying jobs in this community. So it's a pretty fine line. I like the community because it is small. It's got a good tourism, but we still need to go after some type of industrial, employers to bring jobs to this area.
Okay. On tourism, north side of town, train depot, big parking lot. The town of Bath owns that now, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
what's going to be happening there? It looks like it's being renovated. What are the plans for that?
The train depot, right at the present time, the outside of the structure has been renovated, new roof put on, painting, new fixtures outside, new sidewalks, cleaning of the brick. It's been a long haul. The train depot committee, they did an excellent job of getting grants and all to bring that to the community. Right now, it's going to be entering probably its next phase, where we're trying to get some more money, some more grants to complete the inside. We've had some discussions with Planning Commission, Streetscapes, with the Train Depot Committee, trying to come up and formulate, what we would like to see come into the train depot after it's finished. Right now, currently, the property that was handed over from the CXX lot is deemed, it's not for recreation right now, but they're trying to get that all taken care of, because then we're going to have hopefully rails and trails come through there. But the building, if you go by there now, that building looks really, really good, and I'm really tickled and really tickled with what has been accomplished so far. There's all sorts of things going on out there as far as what's going to go in the lot, what's going to be done with the lot. I really think at the present time, we don't really know. We're still working on trying to get things completed, get stuff cleaned up, and
my youngest son is walking the Appalachian Trail. We went down to Southern Virginia to meet him a couple months ago, maybe a month ago now. And there was a town, I forget the name of it, that was built around trails. And it was incredibly vibrant in terms of bike shops, shuttle services, bed and breakfasts. So a rail trail kind of thing could bring could reinvigorate the local tourist economy. What would the rail trail look like? I've heard it would go from the train depot to Hancock and connect with the C&O Canal. What is the status, and what might it look like?
Well, right now the status is we're trying to get the property, a little section of the property up close to the roadway from deeded to us from CXX. and then we have to have that remediated and all, and hopefully we've had brownfields and a few other places involved in it. Hopefully the plan that the Rails and Trails has come up with, it's more of a county plan right now because the county's the one that's working on it, but the town of Bath's involved. So hopefully they can get that remediated and we can make that the central area to start out with. We've got great parking down there where people can get on there. I believe first phase is going to go to somewhere right behind the sand mine, up there behind where the senior center is. I know there's been talk about trying to get it to join with the C&O Canal and other trails that are in the area. But right now we got to get it underway. So that'll be probably the first stage right there, the first.
So when do you think that tourists will be able to park behind the train depot, go into a visitor center, pick up information about Morgan County bed and breakfasts, where they could stay, and get on their bike and ride north?
I really can't answer that because there's still a lot of work to do on developing the rails and trails. As far as the train depot, I don't know what it's going to become. People said they want a visitor center, they want a welcome center. The problem with that is we have a visitor center, welcome center in town. I would like to see it more of a hub where we maybe have some literature in there, but then we point them to our local visitor center and have them, because they have all the information. But I mean, it's not been decided. We're a year and a half, maybe 2 years out before we're hopefully getting to completion of having the inside done. I've actually suggested maybe putting our local police department down that way. So that they can maybe be there and they can talk
Town
about.
of Bath Police.
Yeah, the town of Bath.
It's headquartered at the train depot.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. That's just throwing it out there. I mean, that's not what's been.
Where are they now? Next to the town hall?
Right, they're at the town hall right now.
Cramped office space? Or?
Not real cramped, but there's room for improvement everywhere. We've had a think tank and there was a whole bunch of ideas. I think we had 10, 12, 14 ideas on the board. Hopefully that'll get refined and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with it. Hopefully put it out to the public, let them vote on it, see what they want to put. That building's just as much the public's building as it is the town of Bath. So hopefully in the next few years that parking lot will start getting refined to where we want it to be. It's been a long road to hoe with the train depot.
Can people park there now?
Yes, people can park there just
So
as
there's
long as they
public parking there?
yeah, stay away from where the construction's going on. But we don't have any designated parking spots down there. Sooner or later we will, but we got to get all this other stuff done. So
All right, you've just been elected recently. You were elected in June.
yes, elected in June. I took office July 1st.
So you've been in a little bit less than a couple months.
Yeah.
People are going to want to know a little bit about yourself. You grew up where?
I basically grew up in Hancock, Maryland. My dad was a minister. We kind of traveled all over the place. We were in Cumberland. We were in Oxon Hill, Maryland for a while. Moved to Hancock when I was probably 9 or 10 years old. And went to Hancock, graduated from Hancock.
Okay.
So.
And when did you move to over the bridge?
I moved over here shortly after I got out of school. I actually worked for the local Tasty Freeze here in town. Kind of dating myself a little bit.
Where was the local Tasty?
Where the Sheetz store is now.
All right, I want to get back to your trajectory here, but is that Sheetz going to be there when they open the new Sheetz on 13?
No.
What are they going to do with it?
Right now, they really haven't said.
But you've heard from Sheetz they're going to close that
Yes.
down?
Well, that's normally how they do that. When they build a new store, they go ahead and close the one down. That's what I'm hearing. I've talked to the manager up there, and she said, yeah, they would probably close it down.
What do you think? So Sheetz owns that. They would sell it.
Well,
What would you like to see there?
I'm not sure. I'd like to see somebody come in with a really neat business that's a good parking lot. I mean, there's been other things suggested to me that maybe could go there, and some of them are being investigated right now. So, I mean, who knows what that's going to become? I mean, they're going to have a good year or year and a half before they get that new Sheetz store built. I mean, they're just in the preliminaries, so they've got a little ways to go with it.
Okay. You work at the Tasty Freeze. Then give us your work trajectory. What have you been working at since the Tasty Freeze?
Since the Tasty Freeze, I landed a job and was working in Hagerstown for years for a HVAC company, and I got experience through them. I was at four different jobs, and then decided to open my own business up, and that's currently where I am at. Right
Okay,
now.
and what is your business? What's the
I
name?
run Cool Breeze air conditioning, refrigeration, and heating in the town of Bath.
Okay. And what do you do?
We do residential, we do commercial refrigeration, we do commercial HVAC, residential HVAC. You know, we basically do a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Okay. And how much time does it take to be mayor?
Well, it takes a chunk of day out of you sometimes. I mean, there's days.
I mean, you've got your own. What if you have to fix someone's air conditioning and you get a call from town hall?
Well, it's a good thing that I have my son working for me. So he's been working for me for 4 years, and he's in his own truck. I call him up and say, hey, go take care of this. You know, there's days that I spend all day at town hall or in different meetings in the community. Spent a lot of time with the burnout building down here. Been there since day one, you know, trying to get, you know, everything accomplished. So, but it works out. It's working out very well. My boy's stepped up to the plate, and he's taking control of stuff that I can't when I'm busy with the community.
Okay, are you liking being mayor?
Yes, I am. I am liking being mayor.
What do you like most about it? We got about 30 seconds or so.
I just like talking to the townspeople, people that come to town. I've circulated a few times in the past couple weeks at the farmers market. I like being able to talk to our business people and hear what they're talking about. People that live in this community, I talk to them. I walk around this town all the time. I like trying to be able to come up with solutions to problems, and we have a lot in this community.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure, and good luck on your job. I think the demolition is going to be your first victory.
Yes.
Until next week, I'm Russell Mokhiber, and this is This Week in Morgan County.